Testing. Testing. Test. Alright. Hello everyone, this is Tristan Dodson on the mic, Chris Priza on the camera. We're back at you with another game. This is the third and final game this evening at Eagle Ridge Community Center. It's a men's Div 2 matchup between the Rico's Bandits in the red and the Victoria Ducks in the white and turquoise and black. Starting in goal for the Rico's Bandits is going to be number 1, Connor Abbott. And on the other side, starting in goal for the Victoria Ducks is going to be number 34, Kevin Pruitt. Thank you everybody for tuning in. We appreciate you. I want to take this quick moment to thank Terry Becker at Lighthouse Mortgages for sponsoring the VIBHL and its athletes, and thanks again to them for helping grow the great game of ball hockey worldwide. Thank you, Terry Becker at Lighthouse Mortgages, for sponsoring the stream. Started a little early so I could make sure my mic was working here. The audio is fine. Shout out to Kirsten Sharoon for doing the last game that I was supposed to do because I mixed up my scheduling. I apologize, folks, but Kirsten did a great job on the mic there. I was listening. She's pretty solid. She should come back and try it again. I liked it. She was quite good. I think it's her first time commentating as well. At least she hasn't done it often. Battle for the ball. Marshall chips it up past the play. It's in some feet. It's picked up by Olsen. Olsen pass across, intercepted. Number 55, Carlson, plays it back. Brecken Gould. Number 10, Olsen, pass up, 81. Volnick shot, blocked in front by Gobbett. Pass across, here's Olsen, fires, it's just wide. Off a stick, I believe, in front. Here's Gobbett, a pass up to Sweet. Sweet almost loses it. Fought for. Jake Sweet still controls a backhand pass he tried fanned on. Great back check by number 81, Volnick. Shot from far wide, rebound shot, and they score. Lyndon Marshall off the backboards through the 5-hole of Connor Abbott, and the Ducks strike first quickly. What a quick goal by the Victoria Ducks. Quickly on the board, the Ducks push the pressure instantly, and they get one. Their goal song's DuckTales, the DuckTales theme. That's amazing. Every time I hear it, it's an amazing song. Nostalgic as heck. What a classic song. Off the draw, Tyler Naswell will take the draw for the Bandits against Jeremy Moeller of the Ducks at center. Everett dropping the ball here in a moment. Big draw and clean by Moeller. Here's Kelvin Wolf off the boards. Rather off the high glass there. Gets that to Perry Noble. Great pass by Perry, but it's intercepted there. Number 4, not on the roster here for the Bandits. Pass up. Number 4 contains the ball. He's watched by Marshall Ma. Great pass in deep, trying to feed his teammate. That's Soto. Leland Soto controls back for Naswell, the alternate captain here. Tyler Naswell plays it to the points. Soto shot. Antonio Soto back for Naswell. Now in front. Number 4 on the roster shot goes just wide. Here's Leland Soto, number 29. The Soto trio chips it to himself in the middle, takes a chance to the net, a shot, save Pruitt, rebound. Second save Pruitt from a sharp angle. He banks it off the arm of Pruitt and wide. Great stick by Wolf there. Hard on him though, Leland Soto pressures it, goes to Naswell, shot, big block, sliding across on his knees by Jeremy Moeller. Kept it at the red line. Moeller picks it up, play up, try to go to Barman. It's out of his reach, no icing because he gets there and touches it. Here's Rico Barman controlling behind the net. He takes a look. Moeller backhand through the feet of Naswell, but he gets his stick in the lane and blocks that pass to the slot. What a play by Naswell behind his back. Here's a chance to the trailer. What a look for Leland Soto, but it's knocked off his stick by a Ducks player crashing back. Noble slows it down. Soft little pass to Ma. Ma gets the lane, fires, goes just wide on a sharp angle. Abbott might have got a piece of the glove on it as well. Pass up off the foot of Jake Sweet. It's a chance. Jake Sweet pass across to Marshall. Almost gets a chance. He spins. He shoots. Hits the pad of Abbott and goes to the corner. There to pick it up. The Ducks, they slow it down. Pass to the point. Marshall Ma fires. Looking for a tip in front by Marshall. He can't pick it up. Here's Simmons. Simmons spinning off a check. Rico Soto, the captain of the Rico's Bandits tries to pick it up. He gets it back, cleared all the way down. No icing. I think Wolf touched it or could have there. Kelvin Wolf controls beside his own net. His goaltender Pruitt. Pass up the middle. Intercepted there. Simmons tries a couple times to get it past the Bandits player. He can't. 4 or 5 times in a row, but the 5th time he gets it through, that was Hupka on the wall. It's fought for. I don't think that is Hupka wearing number 8, though. Bandits roster here a bit all out of whack, I believe. I'll try to figure out who's who. Here's Rico Soto slowing it down. He takes a look. He's looking for a lane. Nobody's open. Pass to the middle. Chipped up in the air. Trying to grab that was Hupka. He couldn't get it in stride. Simmons knocked off his stick there by number 18 of the Bandits, Veery. Here's Veery, a shot from a sharp angle. Great save, great positioning there by Kevin Pruitt. Grady Veery still controls. Here's Hupka. Watched by Marshall. Gets it down low to Eden Olsen. Olsen slows it down. Plays it down low. Tries to go back to Veery. Veery, Hupka, winds, fires. It's blocked in front by Wolf. Weird bounce as Sweet tries to play it behind his net. There's a chance for Veery. Veery spins past Ma, but Ma stands him up and the ball comes to the middle. It's picked up by Jake Sweet. He goes down in stride. It gets knocked off his stick there, though, by Carlson. Sliding across, trying to make a play. He can't. Here comes Hupka. Pass up, trying to feed Volnik all alone in the middle, but it's picked off. Here's a chance. Marshall to Barbin, who fires. Rebound there for Lyndon Marshall. Barbin picks it up, backhand play behind the net. Picking that up, Lyndon Marshall fighting for it with Brecken Gould. Marshall has the ball. Brecken Gould on him hard. Lyndon Marshall still controls. He leaves it for Noble. Perry tries a wraparound. What a chance. Ball's loose up in the air. It's knocked out of harm's way for a moment by Davin Volnik. It's up in the air. Here's Gould. He plays it back for Olsen. Slows it down. Great pass up. Deflected off the stick of Moeller, so icing is waved off. Marshall Ma. On him hard as Davin Volnik. Ma spins off the check. He plays it up to himself. He'll leave that for Moeller now. Pass up, given away. Good block there in the middle by number 40, McQuibbin. Sent all the way down. That's going to be icing against the Ducks. He's getting there first was number 10, Olsen. The hybrid icing. What a hustle. They have 2 number 10s on this roster. It's confusing. I'm pretty sure that's Olsen. Yeah, that is. They also have a Cole Tilbury, number 10. But maybe it's that. Pretty sure that's Olsen. Looks a lot like him. If it's not, they're twins, I guess. Chance behind the net. Marshall Ma plays it up. Here's Perry. Perry Noble control. Spins off a check. Plays off the high glass to Moeller. Moeller takes a look. Gets stood up at the line by number 55 of the Bandits. Here's Eden Olsen. He slows it down. He gets center. He leaves it down for Volnik. Davin Volnik's shot goes wide. Gobbitt's there to pick it up. Nick Gobbitt slows it down. Plays it behind his own net to his D partner, Marshall Ma. Ma plays it up. Sent all the way down. It's going to be icing against the Ducks. Face-off will pop deep in the Victoria Duck zone momentarily. I want to take this quick moment to thank Terry Becker at Lighthouse Mortgages for sponsoring the VIBHL and its athletes and for helping grow the great game of ball hockey worldwide. Thank you, Terry Becker at Lighthouse Mortgages, for sponsoring this VIBHL stream. Current score, Victoria Ducks 1, Rico's Bandits 0. Shots on goal, 4 to 3 rather, compared for the goals. It's a bit weird as the Ducks lead with only 3 shots, but the Bandits have the shots on goal lead. In some feet, here's Gobbitt picking it up. Gobbitt plays it up. Weird bounce. Barbin tries to make a play, and he does. Here's number 9, Antonio Soto. Soto takes a look. He gives it away to Sweet in stride. Jake Sweet shoots. Hits the outside of the post, I believe. What a chance for the Ducks to double their lead here, 2-0. Pass up. Intercepted. What a play by Volnik. He gets to himself. Good hustle. He's watched by Ma hard. Ma makes a pick on him. Pass across. Trying to feed McQuibbin. He can't pick it up. Gray McQuibbin. Pass across. Back to Davin Volnik. Volnik takes a look. Pass back to McQuibbin just out of his reach. What a little play to hesitate and wait and just get Gray McQuibbin in stride there by Volnik, but just couldn't quite get a stick on it. Sliding across was McQuibbin. Shot from far, looking for a tip in front. Brecken Gould, it's out of his reach. Fought for it. Ma tries to clear it down. He can't. Volnik's on him hard. Battle for the ball. Ma fighting for it. Ma tries to play it down and out. It's out of play. Off the netting. Out of the rink here. So as Marshall Ma tries to clear it, he gets it too high and out, spinning off the glass. Out off the Ducks. We'll have a face-off in the back deep in their defensive end. Thank you everybody for tuning in. We appreciate you. Current score, Ducks 1, Bandits 0. Just under 10 minutes left in the first period of 2. 9 minutes and 59 seconds to be exact. 1 second less than 10 minutes. Off the draw, one cleanly there by Simmons. They'll leave that to Pruitt, who puts it behind his net for Nick Gobbett. Great play up. Sweet tries to lift the stick of Soto. He can. Antonio Soto shot high. Rebound off the glass. Simmons clears it down to Marshall, who picks it up. He goes for a run. Hustling down, trying to pick it off there. Number 4, not in the roster of the Bandits. The play to the middle, Brad Simmons. Back down low to Marshall, 7-77. Lyndon Marshall controls. He spins off a check here. On him hard there, Antonio Soto. Battle for the ball. Soto falls down. There's no call. Lyndon Marshall is on him hard. There's a battle. They had some words. Don't think Soto liked that. Here's a chance up. Here's number 4, not in the roster. Fires it across, trying to catch Tyler Naswell in stride. Almost has him, but just not quite. Knocked down just barely without a high stick by Naswell. But it goes to Gobbett, who spins it around there to pick that up. Number 29, Leland Soto. Down low, Tyler Naswell. To the middle, a great pass. Olsen across, number 4 on the roster, rips it wide and high. What a chance. Tyler Naswell, the alternate captain, controls backhand. He double hit that on accident. He spins off the play of Gobbett. And Wolf, pass down low. Number 4 on the roster, shot. Big block by Kelvin Wolf. He gets it, clears it all the way down. Icing's waved off as it's deflected, says the official in the middle here. Eden Olsen plays it behind the Bandits' net. It's a chance, number 55, watched by Jake Sweet. He spins off a check. Sweet was on a long shift to go off for a change. Here's Leland Soto, gets it past Wolf. Kevin tries a poke check, my apologies. But he can't get a stick on it, goes over the net though. Here's Tyler Naswell shot, what a save. Kevin Pruitt robs Tyler Naswell blind with the glove. Oh my God, what a save. Unreal. What a glove hand by Kev there. Holy smokes. That was an absolute robbery. Way to flash the leather by the Ducks goaltender. Kevin Pruitt with a huge save to keep his team up 1-0. Perry couldn't find out where the ball was as he blocks it. He'll pick it up. It's in his feet. Olsen watched him hard. Perry Noble tries to spin off the check. It's knocked off a stick by Olsen. It's given up to number 18, Veery. Grady Veery controls. Try the pass across to Hupka, but it's off the foot of Marshall Ma. Pass down in the zone. Barbin's there to pick it up. Barbin to Moeller in stride. Moeller backhand. He scores. What a goal. Abbott got caught. And he couldn't get back to the post as Moeller snipes one backhand. Little toe drag. Forehand to his backhand. And the Ducks now lead by 2. Huge goal for Jeremy Moeller and the Ducks. Off the draw, it's won back by the Bandits. That was Rico Soto in center. He leaves it up to Veery. It's offside on the line as Soto couldn't check up. Face-off will pop just outside the Duck zone in neutral territory. It's an unfortunate break for the Bandits as the chance to bring it in in stride too. They had numbers, but a little bit offside in the center there for Rico Soto. On the draw, Soto takes it against Simmons. Simmons wins it back clean. Marshall Ma sees Sweet, brings it in, hustles up. Sweet gets it past number 55. Pass to the middle. It's intercepted by Rico Soto. Soto tries to leave it for Veery. Veery, a little chip pass to Tyler Hupka. Hupka in stride. He drives the net. Tyler Hupka stood up kind of a bit there by Marshall Ma, but he still maintains possession. He leaves that for Rico Soto. Soto finds a lane to Hupka again behind his back. He couldn't pick it up. Here's Olsen. Rico Soto. Grady Veery gets the ball. He takes a look. Pass across, number 10, Olsen. Controls, he slows it down. He takes a look, he fires. Wide rebound, Veery. Veery tries a shot, good stick lift by Kelvin Wolf there. Here's Veery again. He still controls. Marshall Ma and Wolf on him. Grady Veery controls the ball. Great possession there by the Bandits. Pass to the point. Number 55. Back to Olsen. 55 is Carlson, it says. I don't think that is who's playing right now, though, but yeah, that's not Colin Carlson. So I'm pretty sure of it. Unfortunately, the roster here doesn't have everybody that correct here. Brought up by Simmons. Veery pressuring him. Pass across. Here's Jake Sweet all alone on a breakaway. Sweet shoots. Big save. Abbott rebound. Another save from his knees. A play up just on the high glass. Stays in play. The ball is loose. Sweet picks it up again. Great sliding play there by number 55, not on the roster of the Bandits. Pass up by Veery, going off for a change. He'll leave that for Brecken Gould, who has a chance in. He shoots just wide of the far post. What a chance by Brecken Gould there. Here's a play up by Moeller, up in the air. Jake Sweet picks that up. It's off his stick, so there's no icing as he beats it there anyways, regardless. It's a play up. Volnick, Davin Volnick, pass across. Gould gets the zone, slows it down. He takes a look. Pass to the middle, great play to Gray McQuibbin. McQuibbin leaves it back for Brecken Gould. Gould watched hard there by Perry. Great pick by Perry Noble. Noble passes up, trying to go to Barbin. Icing waved off as Barbin's there quick. Rico Barbin hounded hard there by Leland Soto, number 8 not on the roster. It's a chance for Perry Noble. He leaves it to Barbin. A little sauce pass, soft little play up in the air by Perry Noble. Great look, but just hops the stick of Barbin. He can't get a shot off. It's in the air. Chance up. Here's Brecken Gould. Gould spins it around his own net, leaves that to number 8, not on the roster. He tries to play it up to himself, gives it away. Pass up, Noble, one shot, big toe save, rebound, fanned on, put a little bit wide by Perry. Perry still controls, he tries a bank shot. Hits the stick of the touch in front, Simmons shot. What a save by Connor Abbott there. He's keeping his team in it here. With the amount of shots he's had on him, he's made some serious saves to keep his team only down by 2 here. Here's a chance in. Brecken Gould, hounded by Lyndon Marshall. Gobbett's there as well. Here's a chance. Volnick spins back. Davin Volnick across, leaves it to Antonio Soto. Brings it in, stick lifted there by McQuibbin. Picking that up though is Lyndon Marshall. He plays it to the D to Marshall Ma. Marshall Ma battling there with Davin Volnick. Volnick and Ma fight for it. Ma still controls. Volnick sliding across. Going to be a tripping penalty coming up to Volnick as he puts his stick to get to the ball, but he'll pick the foot and the leg there of Marshall Ma, and there'll be a napper power play for the Ducks in a moment for a Davin Volnick tripping penalty. 2-minute minor to Volnick of the Bandits. Ducks will be on the man advantage for 2 minutes here. We'll see if they can triple their lead and get up 3-0, or if the Bandits can kill this off and maybe even potentially get a shorthanded goal. You never know, it could happen. With the way this is rolling, I doubt it though. The Ducks seriously good on the defensive end. Their goaltender Pruitt made some huge saves thus far, as well as the offense for the Ducks is just rolling. Ducks are a great team in Div 2 here. Here's a chance up. Sent all the way down to kill some time there by the Bandits. Pruitt out of his net. He plays that up to Kelvin Wolf. He controls. Wearing that nice light blue helmet here. Sorry, dark blue helmet there, Wolf. He gets his own, chips it in deep there to pick it up. Grady Veery. Veery on the backhand. Sends it all the way down. Hustling after that, Naswell. Pruitt comes out of his net to play it. Wolf slows it down to Gobbett. Great hustle there by Tyler Naswell, the alternate captain of the Bandits here, trying to make a push to the net. Short-handed, he'll get back as well. They'll stand up at the line. Nick Gobbett. Pass across, Marshall gets the zone. Back to Gobbett. Gobbett controls, fakes a slap shot. Leaves it for Lyndon Marshall. Marshall gets pressured hard there by number 4. Who's number 4 again? I can't remember here, I apologize. Not on the roster, he does a great play though. Says it's Jake Sweet, but Jake Sweet is playing for the Ducks here. I guess he APs for the Bandits as well and during the regular season. Here's a chance. Number 4 not on the roster. Spins, takes a look, fires. Big block by Wolf. Veery's in there trying to pick it up. Battling with Moeller. Gets it up. 55, can't get it down the first time. The second time he will. Here's number 18, Grady Veery. Watched close there by Warnick. Is that Warnick or Moeller? Actually, might have been calling the wrong name here this whole time. They have both of them on their roster here on the Ducks. Does Moeller even play on the Ducks? I didn't think he did, actually. Kind of confused now. We'll figure that out in the intermission here, actually, as well. I think I got them mixed up before a couple times. Number 3 of the Ducks pass up, gives it away. It's in some feet. Great play by Barbin. Leaves it for Sweet. Good poke there by Veery. Sweet still controls. He drives. He shoots. Abbott makes the save. He wants his team to play it. Veery gets hustled hard by Barbin. Grady Veery on the PK. Sent down. That'll kill the rest of this time on the power play. Great play by the Bandits goalie to see that they have time. A pass up. Even strength now. A shot by Moeller. Intercepted. Here come the Bandits the other way. 81 down low. Pass in front, loose, cleared down by Wolf. It's kept in there off the bench by Soto, number 9. Antonio Soto leaves it down for number 81, Davin Volnick. Davin Volnick has space. Maz there watching him. Pass the middle, a shot. What a save by Pruitt. Clearing attempt by Marshall Ma. He can't clear it. To the net. What a chance. Number 29 there, Leland Soto. Leaves it back to Volnick. Davin Volnick takes a look. To the point. Here's a chance. Antonio Soto fires. Big block by number 3 of the Ducks. Here is Antonio Soto, number 9, tries to play it in deep. Picking that up, trying to go with it is Barbin. Great stick by Hupka. He can't get the ball, though. Now a chance for a shot in. Tyler Hupka intercepts. Here comes Tyler Hupka himself. What a play. Hupka spins off 2 checks, tries to go now. Great stick by Marshall Ma. Simmons off the bench. Lyndon Marshall. Marshall has Perry with him. Perry in stride, a shot just wide, rebound. What a chance for Perry Noble there. Good look, just high and wide. A shot from Simmons right into the midsection of Abbott. He'll swallow it up for the save. Nice save there. Simmons put it right into him though, right in his chest, but regardless, Abbott makes a huge save there. Here's a pass up. Slowing it down, up in the air, trying to keep that in. Rico Soto plays it down. Here come the Bandits in stride. Here's a chance. Leland Soto on the backhand, just wide on the sharp angle, up in the air. Leland Soto gloves it down and passes to Hupka. Hupka takes a look. He drives the middle, tries to get a shot off. Marshall's on him hard. Lyndon Marshall, great play. Hupka takes a shot now. Kevin Pruitt makes the save on the ground there. Great save by Kevin Pruitt. Thank you everybody for tuning in. We appreciate you. Want to take this quick moment to thank Terry Becker at Lighthouse Mortgages for sponsoring the VIBHL and its athletes and for helping grow the great game of ball hockey worldwide. Thank you Terry Becker at Lighthouse Mortgages for sponsoring this stream. Kept in on the line there, just outside the zone at the horn, and that'll do it for this first period. Shots on goal, 10 apiece, both sides. And then the score so far at the end of the first, Ducks 2, Bandits 0. We'll be back at you with the second and final period here momentarily. Don't go anywhere yet, still lots of action to be had. We'll be back shortly. Oh, well, the camera guy had to go for a moment, so I will be doing both. It might be a little bit hard for me for a moment, but he'll be back momentarily. Off the draw, Bandits win it. It's picked up. Number 55 controls to Olsen. Olsen pass in, given away. Gobbett slowed down. It's picked up by the Ducks. They control. They get the zone. They back up. Chipped in deep. Number 3 picks it up for the Ducks. The Ducks have the zone. It's in some feet. Fought for. The Ducks still have it. They give it away now. It's on the stride for the Bandits. Here's number 18, Veery. Veery drives in. He tries a shot. It goes off the pad of Pruitt and wide to the corner. Ball now comes to the point. Here's Tilbury. Tilbury fires. Sorry, that was Hupka. Rebound. Veery's shot. It's in some feet. Here's number 10, Olsen. Eden Olsen played it up. Chance up for Rico Soto, partially blocked. Now pass up intercepted by number 3 of the Ducks. Ducks control. Goes to the zones, played behind the net by Abbott. Picked up number 55. He controls, spins off a check in their own zone. The Bandits play it up. Veery to Olsen, number 10. Olsen controls. He takes a look with the ball. He tries to get the zone. He does. He spins back. It's intercepted by Marshall. Marshall controls. It's knocked off a stick by Olsen. Picked up by one of the Bandits players. He gets the zone. Drive to the net. Shot intercepted by the Ducks. Up in the air. Controlled in the zone. Shot from far out. Pruitt makes the save. It's still loose for a moment. And he covers it up with the glove falling down. Big save by Pruitt there. Off the draw, the Ducks win it up. Here's Marshall. Lyndon Marshall takes a look. He has the ball. He fires it at the net wide. Rebound pops there. Jake Sweet picks it up. On him hard is Brecken Gould. Great stick there by Antonio Soto. Jake Sweet. Pass across the slot looking for Marshall or Simmons, but it's through both their play there and out of harm's way. It's picked up now by McQuibbin. Number 40, Gray McQuibbin. Gets to Antonio Soto. Chips it down. It's going to be icing against the Rico's Bandits, as they don't make center on that chip pass off the boards by Antonio Soto. Good luck. Unfortunately, his teammates weren't ready to pick that one up and go with it. The roster here for the Rico's Bandits a bit mismatched, so I apologize if I get some of the people's names wrong. I think they have some numbers one up. I think I understand now. I think Tilbury's number 9, Antonio Soto's number 8, Hupka's 7. I think they somehow have like a couple of their guys one singular digit of number up than they actually are on the numbers here in their jerseys. Here's Ma. Ma plays it to Perry. Perry Noble's shot. It's intercepted and blocked there by Tilbury. Pass across. Here's Gould. Brecken Gould picks it up from Gray McQuibbin. He controls. He gets the zone. Brecken Gould back to McQuibbin. He fires. Big block there by number 3 of the Ducks. Fought for. Trying to slide across and make a play to the net. Volnick. Volnick gets a penalty there for interference. The delayed call. They still haven't touched the ball yet. Marshall Ma controls. Up in the air. It's sent down. And it's gloved by Abbott. Volnick's going to get a penalty. He's upset about it. It'll be a napper power play for the Ducks. I don't know what they would call that. Maybe interference. We'll see the signal from the official in a moment. Pavan Volnik gets another penalty. That's 2 for him on the night. I believe 3 or more you get the boot. I don't know if that's a playoff thing as well. I would believe so. Or is this even playoffs, actually? I believe it is. At the same time, I'm actually not 100% certain. That's not very good. I would assume so with the pace of this game is going. Marshall Ma makes a play up the wall. It's intercepted by Tyler Naswell, though. Naswell watched closely by Zach Warnick. It's in some feet. He leaves it back. 18 Veery shoots it at the net. It's picked up by the stick of Marshall Ma. Ma controls in his own zone on the power play. The Ducks slow it down. They gain neutral territory. Marshall Ma with the ball slowly rolling. Tries a play up. It's intercepted there. Ma too low key with that play there. Now a chance for the Bandits. Short-handed rebound. Veery tries to whack at it, but Pruitt with the pad down on the glove against it. Makes a huge save on an error by his defenseman. Marshall Ma tries a little low-key play in. There to intercept was Leland Soto, number 29. But Kevin Pruitt stays strong and bails out Ma there. Makes a big save for the Ducks. Off the draw, Tyler Naswell against Simmons. Naswell wins it clean offensively, leaves that for Veery. Veery short-handed here. It's still a man advantage for the Ducks for 1:10. Naswell plays catch, leaves it down for Veery. Veery tries to play it up and out, but it hits the netting all the way off, so he'll have to take a defensive zone draw for his team down 5-on-4, down a man. That's not what you want to do with that. With the ball and the possession on a short-handed chance there, but obviously wasn't intentional. The rifles it, he gets a little bit too much lift on it, straight out off the netting. Face off, won back by Naswell. Veery plays it up in the air, goes off for a change. Kelvin Wolf there to pick it up. 48 seconds left in the power play for the Ducks here. Kelvin Wolf rolling with it in his own zone. He gets the neutral territory. Pass up to Sweet. It's intercepted there by number 55. Not in this roster. Played up, given away. 29 Leland Soto gets the red and rims it in. Doesn't matter anyways though, as they're on a PK, pardon me. Here's Gobbett. Here's Marshall. Pass across to Wolf. Kelvin Wolf oversteps the play, but he picks up the ball. Played in the zone. Great play by Marshalls. Soto falls down. Tilbury with a big block. Cole Tilbury, a great play defensively. Here's number 4, not in the roster. He spins off a check, brings it up in deep. He has the ball in stride. Great poke there by Lyndon Marshall. Number 4, not in the Bandits roster. Pass to Antonio Soto. He takes a look, tries to drag it in. Great play by Wolf to stand him up. Can't bring the ball with him, though. Here's Tyler Hupka. Hupka fires and fans on it as he tries to rip one. Hupka still controls, though. Marshall Ma battling for it. Leaves that for Soto, who fires. Rico Soto, a great shot. Blocker save Pruitt. Sent up. Jake Sweet's there first. Tilbury thought he already got it there. He didn't. He slows down. And then he doesn't get the icing call. Here's Sweet in front. Noble up in the air. Great glove by Abbott. He grabs it with the hand out of the air and pushes it to the ground to swallow it up. Perry with a great chance for the Ducks here. They're already up 2-0. Perry at the end stages of, the power play was already over just moments ago, but at the very beginning stages of the even strength, almost gets the third goal for the Ducks here to lead by 3 off the draw. Warnick to Noble. Ma fires at the net. Save, a rebound there. Tilbury up in the air. Trying to feed Olsen in stride. Olsen has a chance. Tries a play to the net, but great poke check by Kevin there. Ducks goalie locked in here, folks. Kevin Pruitt standing on his head here. Here's Olsen. Olsen leaves that for Antonio Soto. Soto down low to Hupka. Hupka has a chance. Shot from a sharp angle. Wide of the net. Behind, it's picked up. The Bandits have time to regain possession. They play it across to Hupka. Hupka loses the handle on it. Barbin knocks it down. No icing as it's waved off as it's kind of a weird hit between the red line. Everett Hudlin will keep play rolling. Pass up, tries to stop that was Barb, and he can. It's Rico Soto, a slap shot. Blocked by Ma, and it rolls to Kevin Pruitt, who makes the save and covers it for a whistle. Face off deep to the left-hand side of the Ducks zone. So after that big save from Kev. Thank you everybody tuning in. We appreciate you. I want to take this quick moment to thank Terry Becker at Lighthouse Mortgages for sponsoring the VIBHL and its athletes and for helping grow the great game of ball hockey worldwide. Thank you Terry Becker at Lighthouse Mortgages for sponsoring this stream. Current shots on goal 19-11 in favor of the Ricos Bandits. Score 2-0 for the Ducks. So Bandits have 8 more shots on goal than their opponents do, but fortunately for them, they don't have any goals yet, whereas their opponents, the Ducks, have 2 already. Battle for the ball down low here, right by the Ducks bench. It's picked up. Here's Marshall. Marshall tries to drag through number 55, not in the roster. A great play to battle for it. Simmons fighting with Marshall, number 55 had 2 guys on him, Brad Simmons and Marshall, and he'll come up with the ball, play that to McQuibbin. McQuibbin pass across the Gouldenstride, a shot just high of the net. Beats Kevin's glove, but doesn't go between the pipes. There's a penalty upcoming. Everett makes the call. It's to the Ducks. Pass across. Shot, rebound. Jake Sweet picks it up. What's the call? It's going to be an interference penalty coming to the Ducks. It's going to Simmons behind the play, I believe. Brad Simmons steps into a guy who tries to bring it up the wall for the Bandits, and Everett sees it all the way and puts his arm up immediately. Everett saw something flagrant enough that he deemed I didn't have the angle on it, but regardless, I saw Everett put his hand up quick there. So he must have saw that interfered from a mile away. He was farther away from it, but he had the angle, so be a napper power play for the Ricos Bandits down 2. We'll see if they can get one on the man advantage here to cut this lead in half. 55. Back to Leland Soto. Leland Soto controls. Watched by Nick Gobbett. Pass across. What a chance. Here's Veery. 55. Back to Grady Veery, number 18. Back to 55. 55. Slap shot. Fake pass across. Shot number 4. Fanned on. Partially intercepted by the defensive stick of Zachary Warnick, number 3 of the Ducks. I still feel like that's Moeller. I don't know why. I get them mixed up though. Shows on the roster as Warnick, so I think I'll just continue saying that. Could be mistaken though. There's a lot of people that play for a lot of different teams. There's a chance on the backhand, a shot. Saved by the shoulder there. Pruitt rebound in the air. Soto couldn't knock it down. Veery, number 4, shoots. What a save by Kev there. Kevin's staring him down. Just repeated forecheck and just being peppered by shots from his opponents. Especially now on this man advantage. And he's making huge saves for the Ducks. Pruitt is dialed in, folks. Number 55 not in the Bandits roster. Pass across to Veery, number 18 of the Ricos Bandits. Veery, chip play up in the air. Feeds it to the corner to Hupka. Hupka with Barbin. Barbin controls, makes a play to the middle. Clearing attempt out. It's kept in at the line by Tilbury. Tilbury. Leland Soto fires. Toe save by Pruitt. To the corner, here's Veery. Grady Veery controls. Pass all the way across Tyler Hupka. Hupka in stride, shoots. Stick save Kevin. Ma tries to control, spins up in the air. It'll pop out. What a clearing attempt by Ma on the end stages of this penalty kill for his team, the Ducks. 10 seconds left in the power play. Tilbury gets it in. Veery. Rico Soto. Soto down low, right to Hupka. It's now even strength here as the Ducks penalty has expired. Simmons is out of the box. It's a chance up. Soto, watched by Wolf. Wolf hard on Rico Soto. Great play by Kelvin Wolf there. But Soto picks up the ball. He tries for a backhand. Tries to leave it down for his teammate Veery, but it's intercepted there by Sweet. Sweet to Simmons. Veery picks it up. Backhand all the way to the zone line to Eden Olsen. Olsen gets the zone. Watched closely there by Marshall Ma. Eden Olsen still controls. Rico Soto couldn't get a shot off. It was in his feet, kind of handcuffed him. Rico Soto still controls though. Pass across to nobody. Right to the other team, the Sweet in stride. Jake Sweet chips it past Veery, goes for a run. Jake Sweet has a chance, shot just high of the net. Rebound, Simmons. Ball's loose. Veery pushes Sweet out of the crease. Way to defend his goalie, Grady Veery there. Marshall wasn't too happy about it, but Veery does the right thing there. That's what you do all day. If the ball's loose and your goalie can't pick it up with the glove, you stand the guy up and make sure he can't poke at it. Veery's just doing his job, and you got to respect it. Forward kind of playing D there as well. He went back to make a pick. That's impressive to see. At least it shows him on the roster. Here's a forward. Shot by Simmons. Rebound. Another shot after a block by Tilbury. Antonio Soto battling with Simmons. Now Jake Sweet picks it up. Sweet tries a shot. Loose in some feet. Antonio Soto can't get a clearing attempt out. Here's a play. Volnick. Davin Volnick controls. He goes behind his net. Volnick takes a look. He leaves it down low to Tilbury. Tilbury, great pass up the middle to McQuibbin. McQuibbin chips it past Warnick, tries to get it past Ma. Pruitt will come on his net to play it, and he'll play it to the corner behind the wall here. It's picked up by the Ducks bench. Pass across at center by Marshall. Picked up by Jake Sweet. Sweet spins past Soto. Has a chance, a shot. What a save by Abbott there. It hits his pad, goes up in the air. Number 55 slides across a little early for a block. Kind of hangs his goalie out to dry there a little early, but I would have done the same thing. I would have bid on that too. His Sweet looked like he was going to fire it. He made that little move like he was about to rip one and instead drives to the middle. But Abbott with an awkward save. It hits him, goes up in the air, and he gets a glove on it. Covers it. Here's a slap shot from Kelvin Wolf, deflected off McQuibbin, up in the air, out of play. Face-off will be deep in the Rico's Bandits zone once again as it's deflected off McQuibbin, the alternate captain of the Bandits, and out. Thank everybody for tuning in. We appreciate you. Shots on goal, 22-16 in favor of the Rico's Bandits. They're not going to give the Ducks the zone. Wolf thought it was the zone. I did too. I think so did the referee for a moment. Then he realizes that it's neutral. The draw is where that goes. Here's Barbin. Marshall Ma. Marshall Ma rips it clear out. Almost hits Everett Hudlin, the official, right in the head there. He ducks down. Marshall Ma and Everett having a funny conversation here. I think Everett's jokingly saying he did it on purpose, and he's saying, I swear to God I didn't. I don't know if he was serious or not, but regardless, it's a pretty funny moment there. Hockey's serious, it's competitive, but in the moments when it's not, it's pretty funny sometimes. Perry trying to battle for the ball, number 55. He gets past in stride. Great back check by Warnick. Pass across McQuibbin, trips it past Warnick. He has Wolf to deal with now. Kelvin Wolf, McQuibbin, a pass into the middle. Picked up by Volnick, backhand shot, intercepted Ma. Marshall Ma controls. Takes the ball himself. Drives the wall. Great hustle by Marshall Ma there. So play up. The Bandits control once again. Who is that picking up stride? It's knocked off his stick by Gobbett. That's Brecken Gould. Good defensive play there by Nicholas Gobbett. Here's a chance for Veery. Backhand up in the air. Kevin gets a glove on it, and it goes to the corner to Tyler Naswell, one of the alternate captains of the Rico's Bandits. With them wearing the A's, McQuibbin as well. Here's Veery. Veery's on him hard. Pass to the point, Brecken Gould. Slap shot. What a block there by the stick of Barbin. Now Barbin hustling after it. Great back check there by Brecken Gould, though. Pass up, great stick by Gould. Kick to the corner there by number 55, not on the roster. He takes a run. Pass up, gets set to Leland Soto. Leland Soto takes a look. Brings in a chance, a shot. Save Kevin Pruitt, rebound. Kelvin Wolf just grabbed the stick that got jammed in the pads of Pruitt and threw it to the middle. I'd argue that could warrant a unsportsmanlike penalty, but the referees didn't call it. Fair enough. You don't got to huck the stick all the way to the middle. You can just push it a little bit to the side, but I guess Wolf had other plans. Behind the net, he's lucky he didn't get one there, in my opinion. Here's a chance up. Give him the benefit of the doubt on that one. Hustle for the ball. It's going to be icing as Naswell's back hard. before Simmons. Face-off will go all the way deep back into the Duck zone as they make that error there. Take this quick moment to thank Terry Becker at Lighthouse Mortgages for sponsoring the VIVHL and its athletes and for helping grow the great game of ball hockey worldwide. Thank you, Terry Becker at Lighthouse Mortgages, for sponsoring this stream. Current score, Victoria Ducks 2, Rico's Bandits 0. Here's a chance. Soto's shot goes just wide. Piece of the pad of Pruitt, I think, gets it. Just clearing attempt for the Ducks. They'll get it down all the way. Here is Naswell. Tyler Naswell controls. He plays that up. It's Leland Soto, great play, drives through, but Jake Sweet stands him up, gets a great defensive stick. Here's Marshall, great play by Cole Tilbury. Simmons thought it was a hand pass. Jake Sweet intercepts. He shoots. He hits the post. What a chance for Sweet to triple the lead. Chance for the ball. Soto battling with Jake Sweet. Jake Sweet gets there. Soto's going to get a penalty for a trip. Delayed call. Wolf fires it. Rebound. It's picked up there by Tilbury. Leland Soto's going to get a trip behind the play. That's a soft call. Rico agrees. I mean, I think it was pretty soft. There was a battle. Both sticks were in the lane, and they call it regardless. Fair enough, though. I mean, you got to stick with your man. Soto's frustrated. That penalty is a bit rough. He did get his stick in the feet there, but I mean, Sweetwater had his stick in his feet, and he kind of tripped him a couple moments ago, about the same level of which, but they didn't call that. Maybe they didn't see it. Fair enough. Refs, you miss it sometimes. Be a napper power play for the Ducks, up 2 with just over 3 minutes left in this game. Off the draw, the Ducks win it. Lyndon Marshall, the Wolf. Wolf, gob it. Back to Wolf, he'll fire it. Brad Simmons picks it up. Simmons, backhand try and a little wraparound. Great play by Hupka to spin off the check. Hupka short-handed. Tyler Hupka tries it, he gets whacked. There's going to be a slashing penalty to Wolf. Hupka still controls. Shot up in the air, out of play. It'll be 4-on-4 as Kelvin Wolf whacks him. Or was it Sweet that whacked him? I wasn't quite paying attention. I think it was Wolf. Oh, they're calling Sweet rather. Okay, Sweet on the back check gets a two-hand. Right to the leg of Upka, and he'll go to the box for a slash. Be 28 seconds of 4-on-4, and then, minute 32 of a power play time, or 4-on-4 even strength for each team here, and then about 38 seconds of a power play for the, a 5-on-4 power play for the Rico's Bandits. After that time runs out. 2 minutes, 34 seconds left. Trying to clear it down and out. Great play by Barbin. He'll go after the ball. Abbott will come out to play it. Great pass across, 55 to Veery. Gets it to Hupka, they'll pull the goalie. Here's a chance up, Tyler Hupka. Slap shot goes just wide on a sharp angle. I think he had Kevin beat low, but he doesn't hit the net. There's a play up. Grady Veery. Tyler Hupka couldn't get the zone. Now he does. Plays it back to Veery. Veery takes a look. He shoots. Save Pruitt, rebound there towards the empty net. It'll go wide. That'll be icing against the Ducks. A minute 49 left. Thank you everybody for tuning in. We appreciate you. Current score, Victoria Ducks 2. Rico's Bandits 0. Time winding down, 1:49 left in this game. Abbott, the goaltender of the Bandits, is pulled. It's a 5-on-4 man advantage for 47 seconds. Then they can get a 6-on-4 going as if they can keep the zone and keep their goalie pulled. As their captain, Rico Soto, is in the box for a trip moments ago. Off the draw, Eden Olsen wins it back. Picked up by Hupka. Veery, great pass across to Hupka. Hupka fakes it. Pass across to Veery, intercepted. Grady Veery controls, he takes a look. Pass across, Hupka fires. Shot from that rebound there. Great stick by Kelvin Wolf. Towards the empty net, it's up in the air. Hupka tried to pick it up, he couldn't. 1:25 left on the clock. Eden Olsen picks that up. Olsen leaves it for number 55, not on the roster. Pass across, Veery. Down low, Quibbin shot. He scores! Gray McQuibbin gets a goal finally for the Bandits with 1:12 left in this game. And it's now a very close game here, folks. All they needed was one. And the Bandits strike. They pulled their goalie, got the man advantage, so it was even strength 4-on-4. Both their player and their opponent's player was in the box. So Sweet, number 9 of the Ducks, and Rico Soto, number 92, the captain of the Rico's Bandits. But they pull their goalie to get the extra man, and it works out in their favor. It's now 2-1. Shots on goal, 25-17 in favor of the Bandits. Their 25th shot on goal. Finally, they beat Pruitt. They're going to pull him again. They're going to have no penalty called on that at all. Unreal. The official sees Hupka gets taken out. No call whatsoever. Up in the air. Here's McQuibbin. Down and try to keep it in the zone. They can't. They'll have to check up. Here's Naswell. Naswell leaves it to Soto to Veery. Veery across to Tyler Naswell. Back across to Grady Veery. Hupka has it in stride, a slap shot. He scores! What a goal. Hupka ties the game with 35 seconds left. Oh my goodness, folks. We have a game here. Hupka with an absolute cannon. Snipes it past Kevin Pruitt, and this game is tied. Just like that. The Bandits can't give up. They keep rolling, and they tie it at 2. What a pass by Veery, right in the wheelhouse to Hupka. He just brings it up and unleashes an absolute bomb. It's 2-2, 35.9 left in this game. This game might be going to overtime, folks. The Bandits with a huge play. Draw will be redone as the ref puts it a little bit towards the Bandit side and doesn't drop it fairly, so he'll see that, blow it himself, and redo it. What a way for the Bandits to claw back and get back in this game. Unreal. Rico's Bandits with a great play up. Draw one back by the Ducks. It's in some feet and it goes to the Bandits. Here's McQuibbin getting a stick on it, hustling after it. Marshall Ma trying to pick that up. Played up the wall, intercepted, number 55. Here's a chance. 15 seconds left. Brecken Gould plays off the glass, goes after it himself. 8 seconds left, 5 seconds. Gould tries to go himself, has a chance towards the net. At the horn, Kevin comes out of his net to play it. And that'll do it for the regulation here, folks. We'll be back at you with 3-on-3 overtime here momentarily. Thank you for tuning in. Don't go anywhere yet. Tied at 2. We're going to decide a victor here in overtime. In a moment, we'll have about a 2-minute break between, I believe, maybe a little less, and then we'll be back at you. Don't go anywhere yet. Slot sacks to be had. OT upcoming momentarily. Tied at 2. Thank you. I was mistaken. We'll have about a 15-second break. They won't give him anything. Fair enough. Be 3-on-3 for 3 minutes. Shots on goal, 25-17 in favor of the Rico Bandits. Score 2 apiece. Ducks 2, Bandits 2. Men's Div 2 action, VIVHL. Off the draw, Bandits win it. Here's Tyler Naswa from Grady Veery as he wins the draw. Veery helps him out. The chance up. Try to give it to Tyler. It's out of his reach. And that'll be icing against the Rico Bandits. What a chance for Veery, a little bit in front of Naswa who can't get there. He slams his stick in disgust at himself as he knew he had him. Took a little bit too much mustard on it to rip it down. Unfortunate. Face-off will go deep in the Bandit zone. Warnick will take the draw. Barban will be there. On the icing play against the Bandits, the Ducks will get the ozone draw. We'll see if they can get a quick draw win and a quick shot. So far they've been pretty good at it. Big draw win there back by the Bandits, by Naswell, but it's picked up by Warnick. Warnick takes a look to the net. He tries to control. He leaves it back for Barban. Barban watched closely by Gould. Brecken Gould hard on him. Great pass across to the point. Great play in deep. Trying to go to Warnick. Backhand chance in front. Great foot there by Tyler Naswell defensively. Here's a chance the other way. Here's Veery and Gould on a 2-on-1. Pass across. Gould. Shot. Stick safe. Kevin Pruitt. What a save by the Ducks goaltender. In some feet. Hupka. Great play. Tyler Hupka at the line to pick it off the play of Jake Sweet. Hupka leaves it for Veery, who fires. What a save, Pruitt. Rebound, Hupka. It's knocked off the stick by Zach Warnick. In some feet, Veery falls down trying to get to the ball. Grady Veery controls. Shot from a sharp angle. Tyler Hupka picks up the ball. He takes a look behind the opponent's net. Hupka plays it to the point. Grady Veery there. Pass back to Hupka. Tyler Hupka controls. Watched closely by Sweet. Back to Grady Veery. Veery slows it down. Watched by Warnick. Back to Hupka. They play catch. Tyler Hupka controls. Pass back again. Shot. Looking for a tip in front. Oh, what a chance. Goes just wide. It's a play in by Leland Soto. Kind of got a shoulder high up on the chin there of Ma. No call, though, as he was in the way. Tipped in front by Hupka. Rebound picked up. Hupka controls. To the net. Stick save by Kevin Pruitt. Rebound there. Here come the Ducks the other way. They're going to change. Ma will slow it down as he sees one of his teammates was tired, had to get off. Pass across. Hupka will go off on a bad change. Pass across. Marshall shot. Blocked by Abbott. Coming across with some serious pressure with Soto, number 29. What a hustle back by Leland Soto there. He gets across and potentially intercepts a goal from Marshall as he battles back. I think he hurt his leg a bit there, though, and that's not good. Battle for the ball. Here's Tilbury. Tilbury tries to clear it. He can. He loses his stick. He kicks it up, but he can't clear it. It's kept in by Lyndon Marshall. Marshall Ma. Great stick by Tilbury again. Tilbury watching Marshall. Shot at the net goes just wide through the play of Olsen and Sweet. Great play there by the Bandits. Sliding across was Tilbury. What effort by Cole Tilbury there on a long shift. Pass across to himself, number 4, not in the Bandits roster. He picks it up, but he loses it. It's played behind the net by Brad Simmons. Here's Jake Sweet in a long shift. Hustling back, number 4. Sweet slows it down to Wolf. Kelvin Wolf tries to play up, it's intercepted. Number 4 gives that to Veery with a great stick on Wolf. Veery to himself, tries a shot. What a save by Pruitt there. Time winding down. 2 seconds left. 1, Olsen tries to get a shot off. He can at the horn. And the first overtime will expire. Tied at 2. Think we will go in a second overtime, or is there a shootout right away? I actually do not know. Most games don't go this far in the playoffs here. What's going on? We'll see what's going to happen here. Or is this still regular season? I might be mistaken here. I think so. Thank you everybody for tuning in. We appreciate you. I guess that's it. both get a point. Tied at 2 after the overtime. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you in the next